I remember Denis Villeneuve telling me once that one of the most challenging things with Dune was trying to make not look like Star Wars.
Yep.
Was that a problem for you, given that this was originally a pitch for Star Wars?
I felt like there was clearly going to be some kind of, at least mythological acknowledgement of Star Wars' existence within some sort of design thing. Because in a lot of ways, I made the movie as it's a bit of a love letter to sort of, late 70s, early 80s kind of fantasy, sci-fi, whether it be Excalibur or whether it be, Star Wars or Empire or, Conan the Barbarian, whatever. There's a lot of that in it, sort of, because it's science fantasy, it has that. We don't really have any, there's no real hard science in it, it's like, how do the spaceships work? I don't care. It's not really about that. And so in that way, because my eyes were wide open about where it existed sort of in the cinematic landscape, I wasn't worried about it as much. And so because then we just had to dig in and start doing it our way, and whatever kind of filtered through that was referencing those other films or other films, I thought was just us, our subconscious is just, it's in there, And so we try not to police ourselves too much.
Cool. It also reminded me, you mentioned 80s fantasy of Paul Verhoeven's Flesh and Blood, which isn't strictly speaking fantasy.
Sure.
But
yeah, I'm a big Verhoeven fan, so.
It's pretty brutal what we see in the what's called the PG-13 version, I think.
This is the very tame version.
How more extreme will the director's cut be?
Way more brutal. It's way more, but it's also more bizarre. It's just more. It's more Verhoeven-esque, I guess, if you want to think about it in those ways. It's more RoboCop than in the way that kind of uses violence as like another character, and we have and also there's a lot of sex in it too in the R-rated version. There's a lot of sex and a lot of violence and a lot of sci-fi fantasy. So it really heavy metals itself pretty insanely.